Hello and welcome to this video of recording on Selenide. If you are a software tester, developer, or simply someone who is interested in web automation, you are in the right place. Whether you are new to Selenide or looking to take your skill to the next level, you are also in the right place. Especially if you already know Selenium, you can easily upgrade or upskill yourself with Selenide. In this video, we will explore the Selenide, which is a powerful and easy-to-use testing framework for web applications. We will cover only installation section in this video from scratch, but later in the classes, we will dive in and explore the world of Selenide in our live sessions. But first, let's cover the installation part. First of all, if you are brand new to automation, then you need to install IntelliJ, Java, and Maven. We are going to start from the project creation. We are going to create a Cucumber Selenide with page object model by following the steps. Step 1. We are going to create our project. So I will open my IntelliJ. And create a Maven project. IntelliJ upgraded itself in 2023. So if you don't see the same view, you might have older version, either 2022 or older. So you can install the latest version. You can also use the older version if you want to. So we are going to create on projects, new project, and the project name is my-selenide-project. Don't touch location. Don't touch language. We will use Java. And we are going to use not IntelliJ, not Gradle, but the Maven. We are going to use Maven. If you already have Java in your machine, you will see one of your version. Make sure you select one of your Java version and click Create. So we created our project. We are done with step 1. If you see some pop-ups, you can ignore all of them. You can just click X. Step 2, we are going to add 3 dependencies. The first 2 is not related to Selenide. It is related to Cucumber, which is a powerful web automation framework. We are going to also add Selenide, which is going to let us use Selenide features. We are going to use them from mavenrepository.com. So you can go to mavenrepository.com and search for Cucumber Java. We are going to install the cucumbers from io.cucumber library right here. So I'm going to select the first one. And the latest version, 7.11.2. Click on that. And here is our Maven dependency. Maven dependency, right click, copy. This dependency, I will add it in my IntelliJ. Right here in the pom.xml file. Click on pom.xml file and go to right before the project close right here. We must create a dependencies tag first. Dependencies. This one right here. And close the angle bracket. and you will see dependencies tag is created. And inside these dependencies, we are going to add all those 3 dependencies in here. The first one is Cucumber Java. The second dependency is Cucumber JUnit. So I will search for Cucumber JUnit also in here. Cucumber JUnit, click enter. We have many options here. Be careful on this step. We need to install the one that comes from io.cucumber, which is the 4th option in my search. Click on io.cucumber, this one right here, and get the same version 7.11.2. And here is my dependency. Right click, copy the Cucumber JUnit dependency, and this will also go under the dependencies tag. Inside the dependencies, paste your second dependency, just like so. The third and the final dependency is Selenide dependency. This is the actual dependency that we will add. That is also final, Selenide. Search. The first one is right here. Click on that and get the latest version, 6.12.4. Copy your dependency. And again, we are going to paste it in the same place, which is inside the dependencies tag. So I got Cucumber Java that is coming from io.cucumber. Cucumber JUnit coming from io.cucumber. Selenide coming from Codeborn. They are all inside the dependencies tag. This is the code that we just added. So we are done with adding dependencies. We are done with step 2. Step 3 is to create the packages for page object model framework. Normally, to be able to use Selenide, we don't need those packages. However, we are going to have an organized framework for testing. So we need those packages to be organized. So I'm going to create pages, runners, and step definitions package. They all will be under test package. They all will be under test package. So make sure you don't create it under the main package, but make sure you go under test package. So go to test and Java. So they will be under test. And this one also under test. Java package right here under test Java. So we are going to create, right click, new package, which is pages. Click enter. The second one is runners. The third one is step definitions. Again, right click on Java, runners. And the last package is under Java, step definitions. So I just created under source, test, Java. These are my 3 new packages. These are required for page object model framework. We are done with step 3. Step 4 is to create another directory, another package, which is resources package. This is also one of the important folder for Cucumber project. Under test, we will create resources package. Let's create it. So not under Java, this will be created under test. So make sure you create under test package, right click on the test, new directory. And the name of the directory will be right here. Actually, it is showing up, but if you don't see it, you can type it manually and click enter, or type and double click on this suggestion. It will be Maven source direct. So just I will double click on this suggestion. And there we go. Our resources package is created. It's done with step 4. Now on step 5, click on package we just created, which is resources package. Right click on that. And we will create another directory, which is features folder. So right click on resources, new directory. Name of the directory will be features, and click enter. Done with step 5. Now on step 6, we are going to create our first feature file. Again, this is just important for Cucumber, not just for Selenide. It is a Cucumber feature. We are going to add our first feature file under the folder we just created, which is features folder. So create any file. This will be of text. This is going to be a feature file. The name of the file will be 01_navigations.feature. I'm going to go right under features, new file, not directory, but the file. Name of the file will be 01_navigations.feature. You can type in 01_navigations.feature and click enter. I have connected my IntelliJ with GitHub, so I'm gonna click cancel. If you may not see this, if you see this, you can also click cancel. If you don't see it, you are good to continue. Done with step 6. Now on step 7, we are going to create a test case, our first test case in this feature file. Again, if you have Selenium Cucumber background, it will be very easy for you. Pretty much it is the same. If you have no IT background or no automation background, we will deep dive into the sessions that is coming up. But now we are going to simply create a feature file that will take us to Google homepage. Let me make this size a little bit bigger. I will make the size a little bit bigger for readability purpose. Okay, so I will just create a feature keyword. The name of this feature will be navigations. I will create a test case, which means a scenario. This is my first test case, which is navigations test. And I am going to create my first test step, which is given I navigate to https google.com. So I'm going to navigate to this page. Whichever URL we give here, the automation framework will take us to that page. Okay. So I will also need to add a tag at the top. So I will add a tag right here. Let's name it as navigation. So again, we will talk about the details in class. The purpose of this video is to get your project up and running so we can continue where we left off in class. And you have more time to solve your issues before the class. So We are done with this test case. We are going to come back to this in a minute, but we are done with our step 7. Step 8, if you already have Cucumber, if you already used Cucumber before, you can skip this. But again, if you are brand new, and if you don't see this green right here, what you need to do is you need to install a Cucumber plugin. So simply, we are going to click on this search icon right here at the top right corner and search for plugins. The first suggestion right here, plugin suggestion, click on that. And you will see a marketplace. I already installed my Cucumber, but I will show you what to type. So we need to type Cucumber for Java. Cucumber for Java. If you already installed it, no need to do anything. But if you did not install it, probably you will see something like that. So make sure they are checked, apply, and OK. They are checked and apply and OK. So I will already did, I already did that one, so I will skip that. But just select apply and OK. Apply and OK. And system will let you restart. System will let you restart. You have to click restart again. I will restart. Then IntelliJ is going to restart to read that plugins. If you already used Cucumber before, again, you don't need to do this. But if you are brand new, install Cucumber plugin for IntelliJ. Let me quickly install again that one because I will also need it. Plugins. Plugins. Cucumber for Java. Check these two and apply and OK. And restart. So we are done with step 8. Now, step 9, we are going to create a runner class to run the test cases. Again, this is specific for Cucumber. We are going to create a runner class, and it will be under runner, the runners package. Let's create a runner class right here. It is under Java, test Java, runners package we created. Now right click on it and create a new Java class. And the Java class will be a runner class. Let's click enter after you type runner and enter. Again, it keeps asking to GitHub. I will just skip for now. Here is my runner class. I am not going to create this runner class from scratch. So I will just get my code and paste it here for installation purpose. Otherwise, it will take too much. So here is the runner class. I will share the installation GitHub link with the announcement, so you can also copy all these classes from my GitHub. This is our runner class. It will basically run this navigations tag. This navigations tag must match with this tag right here, navigations. Yep. So this is pointing our futures folder. This is pointing our step definitions folder. This is equal to our tag. And we have some report-related plugins. So we are done with runner class. Last and final step is create step definition to take the code to the Google. So we are gonna automate this test case, which is a simple test case. When we run this future file, automation script will take us to the Google page, this URL. Let's do it. First of all, we need to run this runner class. Run this runner class to generate a step definition. Here, navigations, here, navigation. If you see some error like mine, like if you see something like this, it means there is a mismatch. This also should be navigations. Let me copy this. Navigations. These should be equal to each other. That's how they see each other. So I just fix that. I just edit this letter S and then edit my tag and running one more time. Okay, this is good. So we don't see that skip error. We see right here, undefined step definition. Pretty much the Cucumber is telling us to copy this code, which is same as I navigate to some URL. I navigate to some URL. You will copy the whole code and put it in a step definition Java class. So right here, this is the last step and final step to complete our framework. I am going to create a step definition. Let me also write this name of the step definition. The name of the step definition will be Google Step Definitions. Google Step Definitions. It is the name of the step definition right here. And we will create it. Step definitions under step definitions folder. So we will create that. We will create step definitions. Name of the step definition will be this under step definitions folder. Right click, new Java class, Google step definitions, click enter. And we need to copy the code that we just see on the console. If you don't see this, it means your setup so far is not correct. Like it can be either your tag mismatch or your folder path is not correct or you missed the folder structure. So make sure this is pointing to the futures folder. It means this future folder is under source, under test, under resources, test, source. Futures, resources, test, source. This is how it is structured. And this step definition, glue, is just the step definitions, the name of the step definitions right here. Make sure the names are matching. Step definitions, step definitions. And the third thing is make sure your tag is matching to this. Okay. So now I'm going to copy this missing step definition and add inside this class. There is a red right here. We need to import class. Just hover over and import class right here. And finally, we are going to write our Java code that takes us to the Google. In fact, we are going to use the Selenide code to take us to the Google. So to be able to use Selenide, I'm going to show you one thing right here. Right here. Quick start right here. When you click on this, it will take us to quick start. Simply, we just need dependency and these two static import. So as a convention, let's copy this and make sure to add it in your step definition right here. Right here. We are not using at all right now, but we will use it. And then to go to a page, we just use open function. And inside the open function, we are going to pass the URL. So I'm going to use open function. So if you delete them, if you delete these two, when you say open, there is no suggestion. But if you add those two static import, these two static import, when you say open, you will see a suggestion from Selenide. These are Selenide functions. So select the first one right here. And right here, we are going to put the HTTPS google.com, okay? Or simply, we can pass this string, which is equivalent to the data that you put in here. So now our string value is equal to google.com open string. Simply, we can pass this URL because I navigate to some URL, I navigate to some URL, that some URL is equal to, at this example, is equal to that URL. So you can either use this one or this one. We made it dynamic, so it is good to use this one. So done. Okay, this one. Going to the URL. Now we have created and completed our test script. We completed the step definition. We completed first the future file. Then we created a matching step definition. And now we can run our runner to see if this future file right here, navigation's future right here, is taking us to Google page or not. So I'm going to go to runner, click right here and run. I'm waiting for a couple seconds. There we go. Our browser is popping up and we are able to go to Google. In Selenide, the browser is automatically closed. So you can here put actually a couple seconds to wait. For example, I will put 10,000 milliseconds, which is equal to 10 seconds to see browser is opening properly. Run one last time. Browser is opened, waiting for 10 seconds, and it will automatically close. So this was just a introduction to Selenide installation. We are able to create a page object model, Cucumber Selenide framework from scratch. We will learn basically how to automate web application with Selenide in the upcoming sessions. Thank you for listening and have a good rest of the day. Bye for now.